Here's number 2. So it tells us we have a ball that hits a wall at some velocity. This is 5.2 meters per second. It tells us that this ball will rebound off this wall with some velocity. I'll call it v2. And this is what we're trying to find. It also tells us that this ball has a mass of 140 grams. In kilograms, it's 0.14 kilograms. I'm just going to specify which direction is positive, and I'm going to say that v2's direction is going to be positive, and so v1's direction is going to be negative. They also give us this little graph. Now, this is a force versus time graph, and one thing to note about force versus time graph is that delta p, which is your change of momentum, is equal to the integral of force dt. So this is just saying that the area of this curve of a force versus time graph is going to be your change of momentum. Now we don't have to do any fancy calculus here. We can just add up the area of each of these shapes. So we have a triangle, and we have a rectangle, and then we have another triangle. Now the base of these are in milliseconds, so it'll be 0 to 2 milliseconds, which is 0.002 seconds. And all of these have the exact same base. And it also tells us that the maximum force, F max, is 350 newtons. That's this up here. And what this is saying is that this line up here is at 350. So this line here will be the max height from all of these. So the height of both of these lines is going to be 350. So the height of all of these is 350. And now we're ready just to go ahead and find the area of these. Well, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So it'll be 1/2 0.002 times 350. Now there are actually 2 of these triangles. This one is exactly the same area as this one. They have the same base and the same height. So I'm just going to multiply this one by 2. Then we'll add it to the area of the rectangle, which is just base times height. The base is 0.002, and the height is 350. So the area of this is 1.4. And as we just said, the area under this curve is the change of momentum. So we write delta P is equal to 1.4. Now, delta P is also equal to the final momentum minus the initial momentum, where momentum is equal to mass times velocity. So delta P is going to be equal to P final will be mv2. It's mv2 because it's the final velocity. And I would put minus here, but since we said that v1 here is negative, I'm actually going to write plus mv1, just because a minus, minus something becomes a plus. So, as we said, delta P is 1.4. It's going to be equal to, the mass is 0.14 kilograms. I'll take that out, and I'll have V2 plus V1 is 5.2. Divide out 0.14. And we'll get V2 plus 5.2 is equal to 10. If you subtract 5.2 from both sides, you'll get that V2 is equal to 4.8 meters per second. And that is your final answer. Thank you for watching.